What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Espresso, and today we're going to be talking about Origins, the end cutscene. And this is something that was found out yesterday by the YouTube user Xskeezer. It's a brilliant find, to be honest with you, but at the same time, it opens a lot of doors to more questions, but also closes the case on a few. So if you've not seen the video just yet, I'm going to play it here for you guys in a second, and then talk a little bit about it afterwards.
From that day forward, they knew that Samantha would keep them safe. Forever.
Getting everything wrong. I told you before, their eyes should be blue.
It's my turn, Eddie. I can do whatever I want.
But you don't even know how to play properly. Girls don't know enough about zombies.
What's the choice of it, children? Make sure the windows are locked before you come down to the basement.
You'd better do what your dad says. I didn't even get my turn.
Tomorrow, Eddie, you get to make the rules. I promise. Come on, Fluffy.
I wish the heroes in our stories were real, Sam.
I know what you mean. But we will make everything okay. My dad says he has a plan.
So the first thing that I want to point out is the fact that zombies has been a story within a story, and this is something that was theorized for a long time, and one that I actually thoroughly believed from the get-go when I heard it, because it made so much plausible sense, and this is just confirming that it is just that, a story within a story, and there were a lot of theories behind how the story itself was going to be inflicted in the zombie story itself. So if you've ever seen the movie Inception, it's kind of like that, and this is really hard to explain to some people, but the story of zombies is just them telling a story, and what the actual theories behind it was like it was a post-apocalyptic world, say like reminiscing and trying to scare people from not ever causing harm to each other, or a world in which there was a chance to have such bad downfalls happen. That was one of the theories that went along with it. There are others that it was just exactly what it is now. They were theorizing beforehand, or they were already living in it. So there was a lot of multiple level theories to this theory, but the main idea of it is that it is a story within a story. Now, the thing that I really loved about this cutscene was the placement of everything. It was honest to God perfect in the way that it wrapped everything up with all the storylines that we've seen so far. And as far as zombies go, the toys that Samantha is playing with all include a Mob of the Dead zombie, a buried zombie, an Ascension rocket, an Origins mechanical zombie, a moon-suited zombie, a giant metal robot in the corner of the room from Origins, a mannequin from Kino, the cryptic tomb etchings from Shangri-La, the plane from Nocturne Toten in the toy box, the monkey bomb on the shelf. All of this, it plays back into how well they wrapped every single map together. I honestly may even be missing some of the things that flashed in the actual video in the room and tying it to other pieces of the story, but the way that they tied everything, every map in together like that, it was brilliant. And what honestly I think a lot of people are overlooking is the fact that there's a lot more symbolizing the zombie storyline. The pajamas are monkeys on Samantha. There are posters on the room symbolizing the maps. There's an MP40 chalk outline. The mystery box is a toy box. The teddy bear is by the window. The gramophone is by the window as well. And then we have 3 of the transit characters, them being Samuel Stullinger, Marlton Johnson, as well as Russman. But the thing that I really loved, the way that they incorporated the storyline and the characters, well, Richtofen, Takiao, and Nikolai, you can all see, are being played with Samantha and Eddie, and what this is, it leaves out Dempsey. And so, something that a lot of people seem to overlook are the quotes that they say, and how that they wish the heroes from the stories would come true, and this leads right up into another storyline if they want to make another one. And another thing that I find so interesting is the fact that people think that there's a camera that is recording this. It's not a camera. It's being seen through the eyes of the toy Dempsey. And it's similar to the movie Toy Story, where Woody will see everything that Andy is doing and all that kind of stuff, where they appear just to be toys. But really, we're seeing this through the eyes of Dempsey. And if you tie the quote and that together, well, then it perfectly jumps into the actual storyline, where it goes into a time loop theory. The only thing that is that Treyarch fucked up. They really did in some ways, shape, and form. Granted, they made a great story, and I loved every second of it. But the fact is that Eddie could be Eddie Richtofen, but at the same point in time, he could not be. He is of the same characteristics, the same facial features, the same personality and interests as the Edward Richtofen that we know. And perhaps he grows up to be an assistant to Maxis, Samantha's father. And perhaps this all makes sense where, because time doesn't affect the either, that Samantha is still young in the storyline and Richtofen grows older. But at the same point in time, you can counter-argue that. I know that looking back over this, whenever I make it and render it out and put it on YouTube, that I'm going to forget some pieces of the story that I know that I'm forgetting to tell you guys. But realistically, I can tell you, I can guarantee you, 100% guarantee you that zombies will not go away. This is not going to be the end of zombies, nor is it the beginning, because this theory of a time loop, that's what it is. It's a time loop within a story within a story. So, what's your take on it? I want to hear about your guys' thoughts and opinions on this cutscene, this ending cutscene, on how the storyline wraps up. And I want to hear whether you hate it, whether you like it, whatnot. This has been a little bit of a longer video, and if you guys have made it this far, please leave a like and a comment. It really makes my day. I really do appreciate it. Any shares to your Facebook, Twitter, and or MySpace, if you're an OG like that, are greatly appreciated. My name has been Nicola Espresso, guys. Stay tuned for more Origins coverage and gameplay and all that. I'm going to be having a lot more of it. I'm very much enjoying Origins at the moment. I honestly haven't even touched the multiplayer DLC maps yet. It's just been all about the zombies for me right now, because I've just been so involved in trying to make sense of how the storyline is ending, and it's awesome in my opinion. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Take care, and peace.